Welcome to the Yukon. Huge patch of dead trees.
Wow, the road has collapsed.
Can you believe we're on the Alaska Highway? And I spotted a little bit of oil here. Oh, not the best end to a day. We're Marion and Chris. In 2018, we quit the 9-to-5 and bought Trudy, our camper van.
We are currently on an adventure to drive the circumference of the world.
Good morning. What a place to wake up to. We slept here near the visitor centre by this little park, surrounded by mountains, snow. Good morning.
Good morning. There are not many views that drag me out of bed this early in the morning, but it's a magical place here.
Just in the park next to where we slept last night. I love this. They've got these coloured benches and there's fire pits. There was a group of guys here last night having a little fire. Look, and they provide wood and everything so you can get your fire started. Isn't that just fantastic?
Look at the tips of all of these plants. They're so soft. They're almost like gel.
We are driving towards Anchorage today. We have 1,400 miles to drive over the next 4 days, maybe 5 days, 3 days. Let's see how we do. We're just laughing because yesterday when we crossed the border from Alaska back into Canada, you should always have your story straight. In fact, you shouldn't even have your story straight. You should just tell the truth when you cross the border.
Unless your memory's rubbish.
So the border guard yesterday said, do you have any alcohol in the van? So at exactly the same time, Marianne went, no, and I said, yes. And then he looked at us and I said, no, we got a couple of bottles of wine and some beer because if you remember, Mr. P and his wife Mimi in Seattle gave us a bottle of wine and some beers. But it's just funny. You nearly got us arrested, love.
I nearly did.
Still there?
Still there. Is it gone on the other side of the road? We're on a bear hunt. We've literally just had a grizzly, a massive one of that. There he is in front of us. Holy
So we stopped up at the gas station and because we have so far to go and we're not sure where the next one is, we're gonna fill up while we can. Oh, I cannot believe how many mosquitoes are buzzing around my head. And I've sprayed. What's happening?
I don't know, but you look like a buffet.
And we're just getting rid of all these bugs.
Look at the front of the van.
off the windscreen. I don't know whether you can see all these mosquitoes flying around, but there is literally loads of them. Few holes in the road. We've followed the local guy. You can see him slowing down, which gave us the clue of the potholes. The roads are deceiving because you got good tarmac and then suddenly there's a pothole, but we're keeping our eyes peeled. just saw a sign, Alaska Highway 506. Still got a way to go. And that's just to join it. So we stopped off at this little rest stop. Look how beautiful that lake is. There's still bugs everywhere, which is why I've got my hoodie up. If you're new to our channel and wondering why we're bombing up to Alaska as fast as we can, we're actually meeting our friends, Sam and Andy and the kids, hopefully in about 4 days' time. So we're trying to get up there as quickly as we can and then slow down and enjoy the wilds of Alaska and head up to that Arctic Circle. But I genuinely cannot believe how many mosquitoes there are here.
These roads are just epic, but they're very long. So I'm letting Chris have a drive. Yes, I'm letting him drive. There is not a chance in hell that Chris and I can take you on your best adventure here. It is absolutely stunning. Wherever we look, there are incredible rivers, mountain ranges, snow, cyclists. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but look, can you see all the bugs that are literally outside? They are just trying to get in to eat us.
I don't want to be that poor work lady there.
I know.
Stood out.
I feel really sorry for this lady. She's out in there. Wow, the road had collapsed and that's why they've closed it off. Can you imagine the work that needs to be done on these roads? I didn't film it because Chris is driving and I keep forgetting to film that stuff. That's why he films. That's really nice. We just slowed down so that if we see any wildlife we can stop and film it. And all the lorries went past and then this little camper van just there, a Winnebago, just pulled over and it's like, are you okay? And we're like, yeah, we're good, thank you. So
That's nice.
that's really nice. So if you're going past a van or a camp or a motorhome, wave and say hello and check everyone's okay. We have just seen a bear. We've done a Yui and we're determined to get a shot for you. He was having a little munch on the grass or something in the grass, a little black bear. So we're gonna just pull over. I've turned Chris's big camera on. He's driving, so it's a little bit trickier. We might need to have to swap over. There he is. There he is. Oh, he's just running. Oh, he's just running. Bugger.
There we go. Another gas stop, another refuel. Being a motorcyclist would have a lot of bugs. So we're going to fill up. While the going's good, we've got about half a tank left. There you go, look. Windscreen is dirty again. Still bugs. Okay, we're kind of having an unhealthy lunch today. We're eating chips. Marianne's got really weird flavoured
Tomato ketchup, which is one of my favourites, but look at the colour of it. It's very weird.
Right, Alaska, we're coming. How confused were they at Marianne driving a right-hand drive vehicle?
And Chris only grabbed the camera because one of the guys to stop the traffic behind him was doing like a little booty shake.
He did. We come down into this valley now and the landscape's changed. Just as beautiful, just different.
And there was a sign saying, watch out for elk, moose and caribou. So excited! Chris and I have decided that Alf, that character, alien life form, looks a little bit similar to a moose. What do you think?
The view from up here is absolutely crazy. We're on top of the world. And I tell you what, I'm not sure I've ever been anywhere as remote as this. So we're coming through a town. They're so small. There's an RV park, a tyre and auto repair shop, which you need here, self-service garage, and a shop, something to get some food. This is big compared to what we've seen. Driving along, sometimes you have to stop. Look at that for a view. That is literally my dream place to live, in those houses next to this water here. And we just saw an otter swimming. Fantastic. Okay, the bug splats are getting worse. It's looking pretty bad.
Okay, we're coming along a road, and this very, very long straight road, and Chris saw a bear. Oh my God. It's in the road. Can you see it? Oh, what's it doing? It's lying down on the floor. Oh God, please don't hit the bear. Please don't hit the bear. Please don't hit the bear. The bear is literally just lying on the floor. Oh no, it's got up, it's got up. Oh, they've scared it off. Chris is just filming him. He's coming back out of the woods.
He's just wandering back out across the road. I think that was a brown bear looking at it. Comment below if you know what bear that was. Just coming into Jade City, but it's not my definition of a city.
And it said on the sign it's world famous since 1985.
Famous for what? Jade?
Jade? Maybe they're jade mine.
That's it. We're out of the city. That was the smallest city I've ever been to.
Drive safe, it says. Look at that.
Thanks for visiting. Drive safe. So we just stopped because we wanted to see if we can get a shot of this blue water. I've got my bear spray.
I've got my bear horn.
Oh, you can't get down there. You can see how the colour of the water.
And the mosquitoes.
And the mosquitoes. Ah, not quite as planned. We're just going through, and there's a huge patch of dead trees, dead pine trees.
But miles and miles and miles of them.
Anybody know why that is? What do you reckon? Alaska Highway 31. Oh, we're nearly joining the Alaska Highway. And it's nearly 5:10 in the evening, and we're still going. So there you go, the sign. Welcome to British Columbia. The sign. Welcome to the Yukon.
Sticker.
There you go. Tread the Globe is on the Yukon sign. If you come past, come and have a selfie with it. Look at that, larger than life. There we go. This is the junction that joins the Alaska Highway. We're going to grab some fuel while we can.
And clean the windscreen.
And clean the windscreen. So here you go. This is the store for the garage. Oh, they got hi. How you doing? Oh, they got Swiss or swallows.
Hi, son, how are you doing?
Can we pay for some gas?
Oh,
okay, perfect. Thank you.
Wow, look at these. I love this. How many exciting adventures are right here on this window.
There you go.
Yay!
Put the globies on there. This guy, this is your truck.
Yeah, I'm just driving. I'm driver.
From where to where?
Washington to Alaska.
Oh my goodness, that's a big road trip too.
Yeah, but I enjoy it.
But you live in Alaska?
Yeah, I live in Alaska.
Okay, we'll see you in Alaska.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Drive
Yeah,
safe.
Nice to meet you guys.
Bye-bye.
Junction 37 services. There's an old saloon over there. There's an auto repair shop there. And then this is the store. It's got bits and pieces. And many times we're told to prepay. Here it was like, just go and help yourselves. Come and see me after. Really old school. I love it. The old petrol pumps there. Fantastic. It's like, it's like roadkill.
Doesn't matter how many times you clean it, it gets dirty again. How did you sleep, love?
Wow, we parked next to the woods so we could see bears and moose. The elusive moose.
We didn't see anything. Actually, we're actually in a rest stop right next to the woods. It feels like we're on safari.
But we did see stuff. I'm going to take the camera. We saw 1 splat, 2 splat, 3 splat.
And there was lots
I
more.
got bites on my bingo wings. You got bites as well, didn't you?
There was a lot of mosquitoes last night. I think we killed 4 or 6 huge ones in the night. And we're up reasonably early-ish. It's about 8 o'clock. It's a lie-in for us.
It is a lion, but today we're feeling rejuvenated.
Can you believe we're on the Alaska Highway?
I literally cannot believe how excited I feel.
So this is where we slept last night, on the Alaska Highway. There's actually a bit of a traffic jam because they've set up some roadworks right there. But today, as we said, we're heading further towards Alaska to the town of Whitehorse. So we just stopped this vehicle here because their bumper was dragging on the floor.
Hopefully it wasn't going for too long.
I don't know whether you can see this, but the traffic light's got a counter and it's 245 seconds it started on.
That's great.
It's going to be a long wait.
It's good because you know to turn your engine off.
There you go, save fuel.
We're laughing to ourselves and we thought we'd share this little nugget. Chris is shouting at the woman, your bumper's fallen off! What? Your bumper's fallen off! What? We've realised it's called a fender, isn't it? Is it called a fender?
I don't know what it's called in Canada, but she looked at me and I went, well, bumper? I'm like, yeah, your bumper. So yeah. The Alaska Highway suddenly turned into a gravel highway. But what a road this morning. Mountains in the distance, it doesn't get boring. A couple of motorbikes in front of us. That would be an epic road trip and a bike too, wouldn't it? Although as an ex-biker, I'm not sure what it would be like with those potholes in the road. You'd have to have your wits about you because they're definitely big enough to throw you off. The thing we were most looking forward to is having a nice quiet road trip with no other traffic on the road.
Yeah. Just the two of us.
And then this happened. Most of the vehicles you see are bikes, 4x4s, with rooftop tents, motorhomes, camper vans. Everybody's coming to have a bit of an Alaskan northern Yukon adventure.
I think as well after COVID, everyone's desperate to get out on their own adventure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Trudy's getting a bit of a massage this morning. It's important when we're driving these roads just to keep a little bit of distance so we don't get stones flicked up at the windscreen. Because as far as we know, we can't get a windscreen replacement in Canada or America.
We're going to test that out though, aren't we?
Yeah, we're thinking...
Yeah, we've got to get Trudy's muffler sorted.
I still can't get used to that. We've got to get Marianne's muffler sorted.
Oh my god, that's so beautiful. Honestly, the scenery here.
Look at that!
Just insane. And we'll ask at that point if they can recommend a windscreen person. And we can get that checked out because they must be fairly standard to the size of vans. Or if not standard in shape for the windscreen wipers, at least standard size-ish.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. There'll be a way. There'll be a way. The thing we have noticed is that lots of vehicles have blue flashing lights. It's not just police or ambulance over here.
Yeah. And the coaches. We've seen a lot of the tourism coaches and they have them as well.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Driving along these roads, there's potholes on the road and we're swerving. It's a bit like a computer game.
I've decided it's like the opposite of whack-a-mole. Instead of trying to get it, you're trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Some of the potholes are literally the size of a small dog.
You're doing a good job, my loveliness.
Thanks.
But don't take your eyes off the road.
I'm not on bear spotting duty today.
No way, we're on hole spotting duty today. Thank you, we'll be sharing it. We just met these lovely guys. Look at the size of that caravan. That's what you call a caravan there. Drive safe, guys. So we just stopped at this rest stop because we had to do the Alaska Highway, the Continental Divide. Is that not nuts? You were standing on the Continental Divide, the ridgeline that separates two of the largest river drainage of North America.
Wow.
You can tell we're coming into another roadwork because there is clouds of dust up ahead. And we're following a van from Switzerland. We're not the only mad ones. We're off. We got a pilot car.
Oh, I feel so bad. I'm going through a red light.
No, because the pilot car's taking us there. We've just pulled over as clear as day. There is a black bear just there, right by the side of the road. That's the first black bear we've seen close up. Oh, very cute. They're not too big, not like the grizzlies. Yet another place with a fantastic view. Let me show you this. So we've stopped off at this rest stop. How cool is that? Check out that bridge. It's another beautiful day today. Okay, we're heading over the bridge. These bridges look so iconic to the ones that you see on the telly. We're back to civilization. Welcome to Whitehorse. There's a town here. We're going to park up, do a little bit of shopping, get some lunch, and then figure out whether we're going to rest up for the rest of the day. It's 2 o'clock now, or whether we're going to carry on. Here's a familiar sight.
There's also Snap-on tools.
Welcome to Walmart. So we've done our shopping, we've had lunch, and we've spent an hour in the library just downloading and uploading a few bits and pieces. We've looked for somewhere to stay overnight, car parks and stuff in town, but unfortunately Walmart, the library, the car park we're in now, it doesn't allow any overnight parking.
It's such a mecca, isn't it, here? For all the overlanders that are going on up to Alaska or coming back down. It's such a mecca that they're probably really fed up.
They're probably inundated by us crazy overland van lifers.
Absolutely.
So we're going to start making our way to Tok, and we'll just find somewhere, a rest stop on the way. The first one we see, we're going to stop for the day.
And put the mosquito net up.
We are. So let's hit the road. We just had a guy by the side of the road look, double take and stop and go, "Your steering wheel's on the wrong side." And we were like, "Yeah, we're from England." And he's like, "Yeah, I've got an uncle from Baroness." And we were like, "Yeah, that's
Inverness."
Inverness. We were like, "Yeah, that's Scotland." And then we just sat here and there's a guy crossing the road with a cockatiel on his shoulder.
There's a very eclectic mix of people here.
You see, he's got a cockatiel on his shoulder. That's a first. There you go. Rest stop for the night. That'll do, Ted.
Canada, you are amazing. Your rest stop areas are clean, they're big, they're flat.
What more do you want?
They're amazing.
Which leaves us in a perfect spot. We'll sleep here, and tomorrow we have another 7-hour drive to Tok.
Toke.
See you tomorrow. Tok. It's not Tok, it's Tok. See you tomorrow. So we're parked up just outside of the town, and I spotted a little bit of oil here. And we've looked underneath, and it seems like the oil is leaking. There's quite a lot of oil here. This is fresh. It feels like engine oil, but it's clean. Hold on a minute. That's clean oil, which makes me think it's not engine oil, because our engine oil's not so clean. But the whole underneath of Trudy is wet. I don't know whether you can see, there's a lot of oil or liquid coming off.
Brake fluid. The only fluid we've got is either radiator fluid, brake fluid.
So it's coming from there. I'm not an expert mechanic, but it's definitely leaking from somewhere, and I'm not sure what. You can see it on the floor there. Oh, not the best end to a day. Let's check the oil level. See, this oil
It's dirty. No, I understand.
is dirty.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the engine oil.
No, I think it's going to be.
I think it's something to do with like the brake fluid. Let me check the brake fluid here.
Yeah, brake fluid or.
It's full. The brake fluid is full.
The brake fluid is full.
So I don't know. I don't know what it is. So if you want to see what happens to Trudy and how this affects our adventure, you're going to want to make sure you tune into the next episode. And if you want to see more of our travels, check out this video right here.